What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
Ed Good.
Devin Burke.
And we are going to talk about Flash, titled Superhero Team Up.
Yeah.
So, and that...
It wasn't really too much of a team up.
It was a team up.
Ray just got in the way.
It was Ray Palmer.
Ray totally
We had a lot of Ray
Ray
Palmer. We had a lot of Ray Palmer this
Hi,
week.
I'm Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray.
What a team up.
The only thing I liked about Ray's corniness is how great it pairs with Cisco.
It does. It pairs with Cisco really well.
And Felicity and Ray are like the same person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's great.
And she makes a reference to that too at some point. Or no, who makes a reference to that?
Ollie makes a reference in Arrow.
He's like,
that's
it's
right.
like there's a small chance you guys are related.
Yeah, right.
But no, I mean, I just love Ray Palmer. I think this is great.
Yeah. He fits the Flash way better than
He does.
He's corny enough.
I love when he gets introduced. They're like, is that a bird? Is that a plane?
Yeah,
it's so funny.
They make the Superman
Yeah.
reference.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so good.
And he's just like, come on,
it's a bird.
guys.
No, it's a plane.
Remember, I was Superman, remember?
I bet they didn't tell him that was in the episode, and then he just watched it. He's like, come on, guys. I know it sucked.
See, and I think even Felicity's personality fits Flash so much better. Because when she's sitting there doing, like, going against, what was the name? The Nemesis's name?
The Bug Eyed Bandit.
Bug Eyed Bandit.
Bug Eyed Bandit.
Where
And
she's sitting there like she's like my oh, she's good. She's like my nemesis.
I've never had a nemesis.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like yes.
Yeah, she fits Flash a lot better. I want her.
She does,
Flash
and I like
Her.
how Ray Palmer and Cisco came up with the name at the same time.
Bug Eyed
too.
Bandit.
Yeah, and then they high fived over it.
The guy who plays Cisco, I'm not sure his actor's name, but he's really good.
Yeah, he is.
He is
Like,
for
as-
what he does.
Yeah.
He's got
that
a great
really
acting
good
range.
comic relief guy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and he's like, I think he's such a huge fan favorite that when he becomes the Vibe, people are gonna be fucking ecstatic.
Yeah.
And he's
Well, and
good.
on top of that, like, you know, his acting range is great because, you know, he's that goofy, corny superhero guy, you know, comic book guy. And then he has those moments where he has to get real fucking serious.
And then he goes back to bromancing with Ray. Which
Oh,
is great.
absolutely.
That's why I like Ray in these team up episodes, because him and Cisco get to interact. Together.
So Barry gets caught in the room. Cisco gives him a wrong way out, and he gets stung, and he dies.
Yeah.
And then they have to use the defibrillator in the
Flash
suit
defibrillator, yeah.
to bring him back to life. And he comes back to life. So now, because
Well,
Barry,
I mean, like, let's go into the Bug Eyed Bandit for a second. She's like, she worked in, I forgot the name
Mercury
of the lady.
Labs.
Mercury
Yeah,
Labs. And she's like a slighted ex-employee, and she made these, like, she originally developed these, like, mechanical bees to cross-pollinate, because in the real world, bees are, like, dying off, and that would actually kill the human race in 4 years if that actually happened. So she's making these, like, mech bees, and the leader of Mercury Labs was like, that's fucking stupid. So then she fired her.
No.
Or
She thought it was good.
Yeah.
But then the other
She started
two,
weaponizing it, yeah.
Yes. Like, found out that she was weaponizing it,
Yeah.
and that's why she fired her.
what's up, Beth?
Yeah, Beth's back.
Yeah.
Walking Dead. At least she's in a good show.
Yeah. Barry doesn't know who he can trust because
Yeah.
now he gets caught in the room because
Yeah.
Cisco.
Yeah, and he's like, can I trust Cisco and Caitlin with the information I know about Wells, because he doesn't know if they're working with Wells.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really cool. It gives
Because
us
it's
weird,
true, though.
give and
Like,
take.
if you were in that-
you wouldn't know.
Exactly.
If we're the third person perspective, we know that Cisco and Caitlin are on his side, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
I like how Cisco's memories are bleeding in.
Yeah, I want to know how that's happening, though.
Well, here, I have a theory.
Yeah.
I have a theory. Cisco came in direct contact with the Speed Force when Wells vibrated through his chest and stopped his heart.
Okay.
That's why he's more inclined to be like closely tied in with any anomalies.
Plus,
that
it was
happen
a
with the Speed
very
Force.
traumatic event that happened too.
yeah, well,
So, okay,
I mean,
Devin,
to that Cisco,
Yeah.
not this
have
Cisco.
you read any of Flashpoint, or have you
No,
watched
no,
Flashpoint
yeah.
Paradox?
No, yeah, I know Flashpoint. It's just,
Okay, well, but no, I'm saying, have you seen how in Flashpoint Paradox they show in the movie, just like in the comics, but it's a little bit easier to understand from a movie concept. But the Flash's memories, like, since it's such a crazy event, he gains memories from both timelines.
No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's why I thought it was just the Flash. I didn't think like Cisco can get that
well,
too.
here's the
you know,
thing,
like,
though,
he's
it's
not a
like-
medic, whatever you want to call
Right,
it.
but in the same sense, like...
Well, that's why I think he came in contact with the Speed Force.
Right, but on top of that, like, they don't necessarily say, like, just the Flash it happens to. I mean, it does happen to only the Flash in that sense.
Yeah, but it's about any other case besides this one.
I don't know. I haven't
They
read
wouldn't-
the
yeah, we
Flashpoint
wouldn't
comics,
know.
like,
I think it's just because it may have been such a traumatic event that like the universe are like kind of crossing over.
Yeah.
Because it's like it happened to him, but it didn't happen to him.
They're doing a really good job of explaining a lot of things, so I think.
Yeah.
if
Oh,
anything,
yeah, they got
they're
it. I'm sure it'll be
So,
simply
and
one
I really enjoy how they did that too. Like when they saw that, it was like it kind of gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
On a less interesting note, they are like really misogynistically going about this whole Iris thing. Because they're like telling
Yeah.
everybody but Iris. And
Yeah.
then even Joe and Eddie get into this thing. He's like, what am I going to have to say when you marry my daughter? Like, when you ask me for permission and take her out on a date and buy her a wedding ring like that.
that would bother me if Iris wasn't being such a bitch.
Yeah, and even Barry tries to tell her like
And
there's
Barry-
some things that like that she won't be able to tell you.
And he
Because-
spins some really good bullshit.
Yeah.
I think
that
Eddie
was-
could have saved himself if he was like, I'm holding somebody else's
And
secret and it's not mine to tell.
and
Boom, done, problem over.
And it kind of also like makes you like Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved Eddie in this.
You know, because you're
It
always
instantly humanizes him,
for a while you're kind of always like
I hope he
Eddie's
doesn't
a
die.
douche.
sketchy on Eddie because it's like he's going after
Sketchy
Barry.
Eddie.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I like him yet. I don't know if I dislike him. Then like the episode where he punches Barry, you're like, oh, he's a dick.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of like, well, you feel bad for him.
And that's great writing, how you can go from liking to hating to liking to hating.
My
like
mind is also like so back and forth with Eddie on top of it because of the Pallyfest trailer
Yeah,
where we see him do something a little bit darker.
yeah.
And it's like, ooh, what's going on there? You know, I mean,
Well, we got 4 more episodes left, and
I
they're
know.
gonna be all great.
oh, I'm so pumped.
What else we got?
We
Bug
have
Eyed
5 more
Bandit.
episodes left, actually.
Do we?
I
Oh.
think so. 4 more of Arrow.
Bug Eyed Bandit gets taken out as you normally would think.
Yeah.
Ray tries to come in and help.
Back on Iris and Eddie.
Oh yeah,
Eddie or
they separate. Or
Barry. Well, Barry says to her like, you know, like maybe there's some things on his job that he just doesn't want to tell you about, and he shouldn't involve you in. And then she's like, you know, thanks for the talk, and you think that he kind of gets through to her. But then at the end,
She's like, nah.
she goes back to Eddie and she's like, it
Doesn't matter.
If you want love to work, and she's like, Barry like talked to me last night and he made a really good point. But if you want this relationship to work, you'll tell me everything. And then walked away.
What
and
a
it kind
bitch.
of makes you hate Iris.
Yeah.
I never really liked Iris.
Yeah.
I've been always.
It's
I've
kinda
always
like,
been an
yeah,
Iris.
what-
fan.
To be
if
honest,
he's
what's
a
the
bitch?
harm in telling her at this point? I mean, he did already tell, like...
She's a fucking reporter in the beginning of her...
Yeah, but I mean,
It doesn't
before
matter.
she
In
wasn't.
the beginning of her career, yeah.
In the beginning of her
She's
career.
just gonna look for
That is
herself.
just a bad idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because she might not do it on purpose, but something will slip up. So that's why it's bad. Why do you think for the longest time, you know, Lois Lane didn't know that Clark Kent was Superman? Like,
Which I think is
it's
still
just-
bullshit. It's like just a pair of glasses.
Yeah.
My God!
Devin, take off your glasses.
Who are you?
Where's the commissioner?
Devin. There was another man in the shadows.
So Ray and Barry team up to kill the bees. Ray's kind of he just takes a small group of bees and kills them. Like
And
He dives into the lake.
yeah,
And
and
they
his
all
suit
die.
shorts out.
yeah, I mean, like, it's
Um,
like what
but
took
whatever.
out the bees also took him out.
Yeah,
It did. But
He
they
should be on
figured
the
out how
Suicide
to,
Squad.
and I love how he makes that like shitty landing in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, he hasn't figured like out the full flight mechanics yet.
Yeah.
He's just like, hi, I'm Ray.
Well, that's why he showed up. It's like, I need help fixing this.
Yeah.
Oh, we
But-
helped fix it in like
but-
3 seconds.
And the other thing, did you see though? It was very like Man of Steel, Superman landing kind of thing.
It was.
Like he
Oh,
landed and the crater broke around
Yeah.
him, and you're like, ah.
But then at the end, Cisco takes a bee to save
to save Ray.
Ray.
Yeah.
And that instantly. But the only reason why they did that is because there's that element of Barry not trusting them.
Right.
So now Barry can trust them.
But that raises a question, because is this the point where Ray has the nanobots inside of him, and when he gets stung and that hurt him anyway?
Well, no, because those nanobots don't necessarily mean they're still there.
Yeah, I don't know if they
Like-
stay in the. They don't really. I mean, they didn't.
They're
go
not
into
gonna
the
touch on
science.
that,
touch
but-
upon it. Yeah.
But I'm
Think
just...
about-
We did get the part at the end where he has like the bee in the tube, and he's like, "We need to go smaller." So it's
He
like
always looks at the camera
Yeah,
every
and
time.
They
Yeah.
keep teasing the Atom,
It's
but
gonna be
they
in the
still haven't
finale.
gotten there yet.
Like,
Hey, I'm gonna call him Ray Palmer till he shrinks. He's not the Atom.
Yeah.
He's not the Atom. Back to the Cisco and Caitlin thing. When Flash tells them about Wells, Cisco's like, makes sense. Caitlin's like, no, it doesn't. I think this is where
Well,
the
Caitlin
start.
says it-
This is the start of where
Killer
they split
Frost.
to Vibe and Killer Frost.
Ah,
It's got to be. It's the.
Well,
I'm not saying.
no.
It's the
It's
start.
minor.
It's
right.
It's the
laying-
seed. They planted a seed of a schism between Cisco and Caitlin.
Yeah, but that
and
could
it's
be
gonna
with anything. It's like, I want pizza town. I want Chinese. Oh, we're enemy town.
Or oh, my boss is a murdering psychopath. Oh, my boss isn't a murdering psychopath.
Devin,
Same thing as
true.
pizza Chinese.
Right. Devin, what you got to look at is like, yes, you can use any argument in the show. Like you said, it can
This
be
is
something as
the
simple as-
argument.
Right, but you make it relevant arguments that are going to start to wedge it. Like, not just like, well, I wanted to go here. I didn't want to do karaoke. No, it's a major concept that's going to be like, choosing the food is very different than mistrust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be the start. I think we're going to get Killer Frost and Vibe at the end of season 2.
I think
it'll be
it's
too
going to
soon.
go through. It's going to go throughout.
It's going to develop through season 2.
Yeah.
We're going to get it towards the end of season 2.
I don't
Yeah,
think
we'll
we'll get them both at the same time.
I
think we'll get
they'll
one
be
then the
close.
other.
See,
They'll be
and
close.
The other thing with this
I think
kind
Caitlin
of
will
stuff
turn
is
into
like,
Cisco.
I think it's the other way around.
Really?
Yeah.
like I kind of hope there's some villains that like I don't really give a shit that die, and there's some villains that I want to not see die because I love them so much. The Reverse Flash is one of those villains. Like Ra's al Ghul and Arrow, I could give two shits if he
I kind of
dies.
don't want him to die.
Like,
either.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah. If he dies, like I really won't
He's starting to get interesting.
care.
I
No.
mean, they'll
he's
probably
not as
kill-
interesting as Deathstroke.
Yeah,
like
they're not gonna-
I hope that they leave Deathstroke. Like even like to go to like Daredevil, like the Kingpin. At the end of the season, I was like, I really hope they don't kill him. I really hope they leave him there so that he can come back because he's the Kingpin.
Yeah.
He's Daredevil's main villain. Like I'd love to see him show up in like season 4 or season whatever and come
If
back.
Daredevil gets 70 seasons.
So
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
yeah.
it will.
It'll-
I think they did.
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on
They're
topic.
already gonna get two.
They
But still,
they didn't get
but
confirmed for 2.
back to what I'm saying, like I don't want them to see them just kill off Reverse Flash.
Right.
Like I would
They'll
like
capture him like they did Deathstroke.
yeah, I would like to see them like stop him and have him be like disabled for now and then bring him back like a couple seasons later.
Well, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put him in the tube. The fucking thing.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But see, I don't think that's going to be the end of the season because we've gotten
Grodd happens before the finale. The episode,
right, but,
episode 18 is called Grodd Lives.
Well, but
Oh
what,
yeah.
Yeah.
what,
Alright.
what I'm worried about though is
No,
like,
episode 18 just happened.
Episode 20.
so,
There's an episode called that.
It's an episode
because
called Grodd Lives.
we've already see a teaser of Wells in the containment in the chamber, so it's like we know he's going to be in there, so that's
He's
obviously
gonna
not
pull
going
a
to be.
Joker. He's gonna let himself get captured.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's not the end game for him for this season. That he's either going to go back to the future, or
Marty.
Yeah. We have to go back.
Great Scott. Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah. But so he's either going to go back to his own timeline, or something else. I mean, but
I don't think
the end game will not be
I don't
for this
think
season. Will not be him in a cell,
I don't think they're gonna kill him.
and I absolutely don't think they're.
And in next week's episode, we get fucking Joe and Lance together.
Oh yeah, how awesome is that going to be?
I've been waiting for this since I saw the
That
trailer.
that is the crossover of all crossovers.
Joe and
I'm
Lance.
still wondering how the.
Hey, look at these bones. Yep, they're bones.
So, but like, it's like, okay, you have the two best actors in
Yeah.
both series.
Yeah.
And-
CRI.
Sierra, yeah, there you go.
I made that.
Yeah, I know you did. But the other thing is, I'm wondering how angry.
Is Lance gonna be an asshole?
Like, how is angry Lance gonna pair with Hi, I'm Joe.
I think it might.
I-
I think it might calm him down.
It's gonna be the
I
greatest
think it might-
duo cop. Good cop and bad cop.
It is.
I don't like this man.
Joe is
I
te-
think
Joe is
Joe's fine
Team
and
Arrow.
dandy.
Joe is Team Arrow. If Lance
Joe
starts
is Team Arrow,
if he
yeah.
starts bullshitting about the Arrow, I think Joe's gonna be like, listen, he does good. Like Joe, this might be the point where Lance comes on that upswing, and he's
Yeah.
like, maybe I should let the Arrow do his thing, and then Lance is gonna die because it's right when you're like he's rock bottom. You're like, fuck Lance, and he starts to come around. You're like, oh good, Lance is coming back around dead.
Yeah, that's true. It could be. And
We'll touch on that during the
I don't know though, because
I got a lot more to talk about. Arrow.
I'm interested to see what Lance's reaction to Flash is, because he knows he exists.
Yeah.
But he has never spoke of him or
seen him
or
in
seen him or anything like that.
I
So
think-
I can't wait to see the comments he makes.
He's gonna be
about
like,
the Flash.
he's gonna be like, whoa, like you're this real Italian.
Yeah.
So I also
Is Lance Italian? I don't know.
I also think that
I don't
he's
think
gonna
so.
I think Lance is
Irish.
almost immediately going to know who the Flash is.
Gonna be able to piece it
Because
together.
kind of like the whole like.
Well, he's
although
not
he
that
couldn't
bad.
piece Oliver together.
Or his own goddamn daughter.
Yeah, or was right in his face for fucking how long?
But he pieced Roy together really quick.
After it happened.
Yeah, but you're
Harper, get over here.
Roy, fucking Nisa, fucking Sarah, Laurel, and you still don't know who Green Arrow is, and they all hang out together.
We're talking about Flash here.
All right,
Arrow's
whatever.
next.
Check out our Arrow review for more rants on this. And check out our other reviews, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Game of Thrones. We'll see you over there. This has been our review for Arrow. And,
Flash!
Flash.
yeah.
Arrow's
this is our
next.
review for Flash.
It's late.